appeared to be hurt. The clerk leapt to his feet and pointed straight at Rain. "You did this! You caused this, thought stealer, mind thief!" Rain didn't bother to answer, but grabbed her pack, turned away, and headed out. It looked like she'd be walking, so she might as well get started before it got really ugly around there. Gradually, the smoke and the dust settled behind her, and she breathed clean air. She could hear sirens in emergency vehicles and wondered whether the clerk would be dumb enough to send the authorities after her. It wouldn't be the first time someone from Neveks was arrested for simply being in the wrong place at the wrong time. "Hey!" She'd known someone was following her, so she wasn't surprised at the shout. It was a shame the military hadn't allowed her to bring her favorite weapon home, but she was trained in hand-to-hand combat, so she could still hold her own. She didn't stop walking, but slowed enough to let the tall male come alongside her. It was the guy who'd offered to buy her a ticket and thrown her to the ground like a real hero. "You still planning on going to Neveks?" During her military service, she'd met people from all over the planet, but his accent was unfamiliar and his mind was like nothing she'd ever encountered before. She slowed down and faced him. "Of course." He studied her carefully. "How are you planning on getting there?" "I've got these things." She pointed at her feet. "I'll walk." "You don't want to share the cost of a rental?" "A what?" "A hired vehicle?" "No one in this town would rent me anything." He raised an eyebrow. "Why's that?" This time she stared at him for quite a while, but he didn't appear to be joking. "Because I'm from Neveks?" "The ticket guy called you a mind stealer. Does that have something to do with it?" "Are you super slow or what?" She jabbed herself in the chest. "I'm from Neveks. We can read people's darkest thoughts and sub-thoughts and bonded Triad thoughts. Nothing is safe from our horrible, devious minds." He regarded her impassively. "So what am I thinking right now?" "You are just weird." She started walking again. "How?" She spoke over her shoulder. "I don't have time to play games." "I can't sense you in my head, so you're obviously not that powerful." "You can't?" He shrugged. "Nope, I have excellent shields." "That usually doesn't matter." She stopped again. She couldn't sense him, which was remarkably soothing. "You're not from around here, are you?" "I'm from planet Earth." She gave him her best "don't fuck with me" look. "They don't have telepaths there, Earthman." "It's human, and let's just say it's an emerging talent." He hefted his backpack higher on his shoulder, his expression calm. "Are we walking or not?" She shrugged, which Jay took for assent, and he fell in beside her. He could sense her in his head just fine, but as long as she wasn't aware of it, he was good. "How long do you reckon it will take us to get to the Neveks region on foot?" "A week if the weather stays fine and you don't hold me up." She didn't bother to look at him. "I know a few shortcuts off the main route." "You've done this before?" "You heard the man at the bus station. We're not popular, so most Neveks learn to have a backup plan." "That sucks. I don't think I've met anyone from your region before." That was the truth. The fact that he'd spent a month studying up on her culture and all data available on her personally was another matter entirely. "That's because most of my people stay home," she sighed. "Which kind of makes anyone who does venture out into the world even more conspicuous and even less welcome. Why are you going to Neveks?" "I'm actually heading for the Temple of Quo."